Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett believes greater emphasis must be placed on community tourism to ensure that much of the sector's earnings remain in the Jamaican economy.
The future of Jamaica's tourism and its ability to achieve its ambition to welcome 10 million visitors over the next decade will depend heavily on community tourism. That's according to Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett. Speaking at the recently concluded Tourism Resilience Symposium, Mr. Bartlett said Jamaica will not achieve its goal of generating US $10 billion in annual tourism earnings by relying solely on the construction of 20,000 new hotel rooms.
Tourism does not begin at the hotel gate. Tourism begins in the communities. So the hotel may accommodate the visitors, but the community gives the visitors Jamaica. And that's the purpose why this seminar has been developed. It's because the community gives our visitors Jamaica.
He says greater emphasis must be placed on community tourism and locally owned enterprises to ensure that more of the sector's earnings remain in the Jamaican economy.
Tourism directly employs, as you know, just over 175,000 Jamaicans directly. And indirectly, we support another 354,000 people. So combined, that represents more than 500,000 of livelihoods.
Meanwhile, Minister Bartlett reiterated the government's Tourism 3.0 strategy and explained that it seeks to shift the focus from merely increasing arrivals to maximizing economic value through stronger community participation, entrepreneurship, and resilience. O'Shane Masters, TVJ News.
And it's time for a break. Do stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. It's now time for the Business Minute.
Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Floyd Green says Jamaica's dairy industry suffered approximately $3 billion in damage as a result of Hurricane Melissa. Speaking on Real Business yesterday, Mr. Green said the impact of the storm has prompted the launch of the heifer redistribution program, which is being managed by the Dairy Development Board. Under the initiative launched on July 15, 400 pregnant heifers will be distributed to dairy cooperatives and educational institutions across the country. The minister said the program is aimed at rebuilding Jamaica's dairy herd, improving the genetic quality of cattle, increasing milk production, and creating long-term income opportunities for farmers. Further afield, an AI agent development by OpenAI hacked another tech company during a test on its cybersecurity skills. OpenAI says the system bypassed its own security controls, accessed the internet, and breached AI company Hugging Face to look for answers to test. The company called it an unprecedented cyber incident and says it is working with Hugging Face to determine the full impact. The incident adds to growing concerns about how advanced AI systems could identify security flaws or evade safeguards designed to keep them in check. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Antonia Atkinson.
Thank you, Antonia. And here's a preview of what's coming up in this evening's Health Report.
In this evening's Health Report, we look at caustic ingestion.
The other thing that we tell you to do is take the child to a healthcare facility where the child can be assessed. And on your way there, make sure you take with you the bottle that the substance was in, so that at least the healthcare provider can have an idea of what it was that the child swallowed. What we look for is we look for any evidence of burns to the lip, to the tongue, to the back of the throat. And if we see burns to the back of the throat, we may decide to take the child to the operating room to look to see what is happening. This is dangerous, caustic ingestion, because it can cause swelling to the airway.
That's the health report in primetime news at 7. And now for today's healthy living tip. Store chemicals high and locked. Keep original product containers only. Never induce vomiting after ingestion. And seek immediate medical attention.
Time now for the top stories from around the world.
In the region, the Guyana government says it will begin efforts today to refloat the sunken MV Bariba using specialized flotation equipment as search and recovery operations intensify. 56 bodies have been recovered so far and 36 victims identified. Now the number of rescued persons now stands at 76. The vessel capsized on Saturday night en route from Georgetown to Port Kaituma. President Irfan Ali says the operation will involve additional divers, Coast Guard personnel, and advanced seabed mapping technology, adding that officials have not yet ruled out the possibility of further rescues.
And we do apologize for that technical glitch. We now head to our final break. When we come back, we'll have your midday sports report. A section of the Hayes Main Road in Clarendon collapsed yesterday, making it unsafe for motorists and pedestrians. Member of Parliament for Clarendon Southeastern, Pernell Charles Jr. says the National Works Agency is aware of the situation and is working to quickly restore the roadway.
It now has equipment out excavating the road based on what happened earlier today, where we saw a hole that has clearly undermined the entire road structure here. It's going very, very deep. Maybe 16, 20 feet. The entire arm of the backhoe is going down and not even touching the bottom. So, residents are asked, for the traffic coming from Maypen, you should turn on to Waterman Street, continue along the detour, and you exit by the Raymond Clinic in Savannah. Right? So we're asking you, once you see the FESCO, between FESCO and 7 Mile, this is a no-go. You will not be able to pass here for tonight. So turn on Waterman, come up by Raymond Clinic. We have work to do. We have to find out exactly what the extent of this problem is so it can be resolved. And thank you to the NAA for the quick response.